my channel. Today I'm gonna be reviving the series Cooking with Grace. I haven't cooked in a long time on this channel, so you know what, I was like, let's film this video. Today I'm gonna be doing a very typical Ecuadorian meal. For those who don't know or don't remember, or for those who are new to this channel, I am fully Ecuadorian. I was born and raised in Ecuador, and I'm very Hispanic. Anyway, the meal that I picked today to do is a simple beef stew. This meal is so easy to make, it's so fulfilling, and my husband and I loved it. So I changed the recipe a little bit, so for all those Ecuadorians out there, I'm sorry. Anyway, so what do you need for this recipe? It's very simple. You need some lean beef stew. I get mine at Trader Joe's. 1 potato, some cilantro, 1 pepper, onion. You can use red onion as well. I'm using white onion only because that's what I have. Corn, jasmine rice. I use the Goya jasmine rice only because it's so good. It's so clean, so fine. I actually tried the Trader Joe's jasmine rice and it sucks. Like, it was awful. I washed it so many times and you can still taste the dirt from the rice. It was gross. For those Trader Joe's lovers like me, don't buy the jasmine rice. Anyway, for seasoning the meat, I'm gonna use some chicken flavor bouillon. I don't know how you call that, but anyways, like chicken seasoning, some pepper, some sea salt, some olive oil for the meat, and that's it. If you want to see me making this meal, please keep watching. I need a knife. First of all, make sure you wash your hands. I already washed mine. I'm gonna grab this pepper. This pepper I washed and ready to use. And I'm gonna cut this in like little squares, like very tiny squares, because I want them to dissolve when I put them in the pan. I was actually really bad at cutting vegetables, but practice makes perfect. You should use like a middle size kind of like pan. How you call this? I don't know how you call this. Una olla, okay? Una olla. And just put all your veggies in there. So it depends on how many people you are making this meal for, but it's only Tommy and I, so I don't need that much. But if you are making for more than 4 people, you should definitely use the whole pepper. I just used a little piece. Onions. You know that for those ladies or fellas that cry when they peel or cut onion, you should wash the onion really like thoroughly, and it will reduce the whatever it is that makes you cry with onions. Let's peel. Like, you see, this is, like I said, it's just Tommy and I, so I just took a little piece of onion. That's it. You're gonna add some olive oil. You're gonna add some of the chicken flavor bouillon. I do it like I know how much amount it needs, but it's like around like a tablespoon or so, like a, yeah, like a tablespoon. Some salt and pepper. Some people add this stuff when the meat is in there. I don't care. So it's like a table, like half of a tablespoon of salt. I like my stew to have this orangey kind of red color when I make it, so I use a natto paste in order to do that. It also adds a little bit of flavor. So like about that much. It's like a paste. I will add a little bit more later on, but that's it. So I will go ahead and put this in the pan and let it simmer. So while that is getting cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and peel my potato and cut it in little squares. Yes, I don't use potato peelers. I don't know. I think potato peelers just scares me a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna cut myself with them. I feel that with the knife I have more control. Is that an Ecuadorian thing? Maybe. Make sure you wash your potato after you peel it because there's dirt in this skin. So just cut it in little squares and leave it to the side. Oh my god, I actually forgot one ingredient. We need some carrots. Here we go. Smells so good. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of water to that so it doesn't like stick to the pan. And then I'm gonna close it and lower the temperature a little bit. So let's cut these carrots. Just like 2-3 carrots. Okay, so now after I'm done with all that, I'm going to grab my meat and I'm gonna cut. You can grab the whole, like it already comes in chunks, but I like them in smaller chunks. It's just my preference, but you can either just pour the whole thing like that or you can cut the meat a little bit smaller. Voila! Put to the side. So you see they come in big chunks. I like just to cut them in like a little bit of a smaller like size. Whoops. It's just easier to eat. When I make these meals, I really like to leave a little bit extra so I can take to work the next day. Make sure you keep checking your thing. You don't want it to dry, because if you, that's okay, lower the temperature a little bit more. I like to just put salt and pepper when it's already on the pan, so that's just me. Okay, so the meat is in. Like I told you, I would just add a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and probably a little bit more of, how do you call this? Attanon paste. We call it achote. For those Ecuadorians, achote is life. Now you can see right there how it looks. I would just, you know, mix it up a little bit. Add some water and then let it simmer for like a few minutes, and then you will add your potatoes and your carrots. You will add your potatoes and your carrots, mix it all together, and then add some water. Okay, so right after you are done leaving the stew in the stove, you're letting it cook, your next step is to make the rice. This is how I make rice. I'm sure there's different ways to make rice, but this is the easiest, fastest way to make rice. You add your rice, make sure you wash it, and then you will leave a little bit of water on it. And I'm gonna show you how I measure the water. All right guys, so the rice has some water in it. I already washed it. And how do I measure the water? Because you have to put a little bit more water than rice in it. So what I do is I put my finger right in the middle of the water, and I make sure the water will touch like about right before my nail ends right here. So if the water touches my thing from the middle of from the rice all the way up, that means that that's enough water, and my rice is not gonna be all like glunky. I don't know how you say it. Sopudo, I don't know. So you will put it on high. You will put it on high. When you will add some sea salt and a little bit of oil. Less than a tablespoon. There you like a pinch. So you will let boil your rice, and then at the moment the water completely dries, you will lower the heat to like about a 2, like very, very low, so that way it can just pop and get done. Okay, so now that is, you know, cooking, you will grab your cilantro. You will chop it really, really tiny. It gives it, like, cilantro gives food this like delicious natural flavor that I just love to add on my meal. I not only add them on stews or anything, I add them on mashed potatoes, I add them on soups, I add them on my guacamole, like I add them on almost everything. The cilantro is like an amazing condiment, if you can call it like that. Let's chop, 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 chop. So now that I just have to wait for the food technically to get cooked, I clean up. That's your next step. I feel that you should clean up while you cook. You should not wait until you're done eating in order to clean. For me, it's not very productive, so I normally clean while I cook, but because I'm filming, it's a little bit more difficult, but that's how I do. I finish up cooking and I immediately clean up, so I have a clean kitchen when the food is ready. Put this away. So for the meat that was left, I will go ahead and put it in a little Ziploc bag, and I will use it tomorrow for some tacos. Alright guys, so I'm gonna let that cook, and after it goes, I'm gonna place it and show you the end result. Okay guys, so I just checked the meat. It's all set. So now I'm gonna grab a can of corn. I already removed the water. I use the no salt added just because I don't like my food to get salty. And you will just add it on. I'm just gonna grab the cilantro. I'm just gonna pour it in the meat. Shimmers. Woo! All right, and just mix it all together. And now you can turn off your stove and let it just finish cooking with the heat of your stove. Now, all right guys, guys, so this is the final product. Thank you so much for watching. This smells delicious. It's such an easy meal. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how long you take to prep for the meal. But that's it, guys. This is it. Such an easy Ecuadorian meal. Again, you can either add the corn or not, but we like it, so enjoy. If you'd like me to make more of these videos, make sure you leave comments down below. See you next time. Bye.